How do you defeat an enemy who blinds you the instant you look at them? Bhandasura's 7 commanders carried the blazing power of Surya Deva in their eyes. No army had ever survived their glare. But on that day, a fierce goddess arrived on her celestial Tamoliptam, wielding a weapon. This is part 8 of the sacred Lalithopakhyana series, the divine story behind the Lalitha Sahasranamam, a sacred narration set to awaken the mother's grace and bless anyone who listens with devotion. If you've missed the earlier episodes, the playlist is linked in the description. Now let's dive straight into today's chapter. As the moment of the great war approached, Lalitha Devi rose from her throne like the rising sun before a storm. The sound that followed her was not just the beating of drums. It was as if the roar of all 4 oceans had become her war music, joined by countless divine instruments announcing her march towards Bandasura. From the gentle curve of her ankusham, a blazing form emerged, Nakuli Devi, riding upon the mighty elephant Ranakolahalam, whose very name means the uproar of battle. Behind Lalitha Devi, endless waves of elephants followed their commander, forming a sea of strength and devotion. From the radiant glow of her pasham, another divine commander appeared, Ashwarudha Devi, leading a magnificent army of horses that stretched beyond imagination. Mounted on her divine steed, Aparajitam, the unconquerable one, Ashwarudha Devi rode ahead of Lalitha Devi, guiding the vanguard of the Shaktisena. Then Daṇḍanāthā Devī, the fierce commander of the army, struck the war drums that signaled the march. As the army surged forward, she stepped down from her chariot and mounted her lion Vajrakosham, whose thunderous roar shook the skies. Mantrini Devi, the embodiment of wisdom and strategy, sounded her own drums. Her army, adorned in gracious ornaments, moved like a celestial procession, singing, playing veenas, and riding alongside her in the beautiful gay Chakraratha. In that sacred moment, a radiant bird from Mantrini Devi's hand transformed into Lord Dhanurveda. With a bow that glowed like a living rainbow, he said, "Mother, this bow is Chitrajivam. This quiver is Akshaya, ever full and inexhaustible. Accept these weapons, for they will end the tyranny of the demons." Armed with her sugarcane bow, arrows, spear, and whip, Lalitha Devi ascended the majestic Sri Chakrarajaratha, the chariot of the universe, surrounded by her divine army, Bhandasura Vadodyukta Shaktisena Samanvita. The Shaktis fully prepared to vanquish Bandasura. As Lalitha Devi advanced toward the battlefield, ominous signs began to shake the city of Shunyapatna. The skies darkened, winds howled strangely, and every corner whispered of an approaching disaster. Disturbed by these bad omens, Bandasura immediately summoned his brothers, Vishukra and Vishanga, for an emergency council. Vishukra spoke first, his voice heavy with concern. "Brother, all the gods, in their despair, leapt into the sacrificial fire, and from those flames, the supreme goddess herself rose, reviving them, empowering them, and now marching towards us with army of divine women. Those gods may be weak like tender leaves trying to cut stone, yet we must not underestimate her. We must deploy our armies at once." Vishanga, the ever-strategist, disagreed. "No war should be started blindly. First send spies. Let us understand who she is, what her strength is, and who supports her. Remember, Hiranyakashipu fell to an animal. Shumba and Nishumba were slain by a woman. We must know her before we act. But Bandasura only laughed, cold and mocking. With a sarcastic grin, he said, "Even if all the gods gather behind her, why should we fear? Do not weaken your minds with such foolish doubts." Dismissing their warnings, he ordered his commander-in-chief, Kutilaksha, to fortify the city immediately. He instructed the priest to perform Abhichara homas, that is, black magic rituals meant to harm the goddess. And in arrogant rage, he even commanded that Lalitha Devi be dragged before him by her hair. The war drums of the demons thundered across the city. Kutilashka prepared the first battalion under the leadership of the fierce demon Durmada. Meanwhile, in Shunyapura, he set up defensive walls, east by Talajanga, south by Talabhuja, west by Talagriva, and north by Talaketu. Each gate was guarded by 10 Akshauhinis of soldiers, and at every corner of the city, another 10 Akshauhinis were stationed to form an impenetrable fortress. War was now inevitable. Durmada marched out confidently with the first batch of Bhanda's army. But the moment he stepped onto the battlefield, Sampatkari Devi descended upon him like a storm, riding majestically on her elephant Ranakolahalam, followed by the thunderous army of elephants that has risen from Lalitha Devi's spear. Within moments, Durmada realized his forces were collapsing. Burning with rage, he rushed forward on a camel, determined to confront Sampatkari Devi himself. Their duel shook the battlefield. In a fierce strike, Durmada managed to shatter one gem from Sampatkari Devi's crown. That single insult was enough. With eyes blazing, Sampatkari Devi lifted her bow and released a volley of arrows. One of them pierced Durmada's heart, ending his life instantly. Seeing their commander fall, the rest of the demons fled back to Shunyapura in terror. When Bhanda heard this, his fury knew no bounds. He immediately sent Durmada's elder brother Kurunda, a master of Maya Yuddha, that is, war fought through illusion and mystic arts. Kurunda attacked Sampatkari Devi with vengeful force. But before she could strike back, Ashwaruda Devi stepped forward with folded hands. "O Devi, please allow me this battle." And Sampatkari Devi agreed. At once, Ashwaruda Devi charged ahead on her undefeated steed, Aparajita, leading her horse army like a streak of living lightning. With a single powerful thrust of her spear, she pierced Kurunda's chest and ended his life. Again, the demon troops scattered in fear. Now Bhanda was enraged beyond measure. This time, he sent an enormous force, 100 Akshauhinis, led by 5 mighty commanders. Using their dark powers, they invoked a terrifying serpent goddess named Ranashambhari. From her emerged crores and crores of serpents, endless, multiplying, devouring, and suffocating the Shaktisena from all sides. Just when the battlefield seemed swallowed by venom and darkness, Nakuli Devi descended riding the mighty Garuda. From her mouth emerged 32 crores of mongooses, swift as wind and fierce as fire. They pounced upon the newborn serpents, devouring them the moment they appeared. Then, with Garuda's speed behind her, Nakuli Devi hurled Garudastra, killing Ranashambhari instantly. Outraged, the 5 commanders attacked her together, but Nakuli Devi rose into the sky, striking from above in rapid, dazzling moves. Her mongoose army tore through the demons from behind. In a breathtaking display of divine warfare, she beheaded all 5 commanders. Bhanda, trembled with shock. Yet he refused to accept defeat. He sent Balahaka and 7 other commanders with a monstrous army of 300 Akshauhinis. But these 7 were no ordinary warriors. They were the sons of the demoness Kikasa, blessed by Surya Deva himself. In the past, these 7 brothers had received a terrifying boon from Surya Deva. That is, during any battle, the sun god himself would reside in their eyes. So the moment they stepped onto the battlefield, the Shaktisena was instantly blinded by that unbearable radiance. Warriors staggered, shields dropped, and the demons, empowered by this blinding brilliance, grew even more ferocious. At that critical moment, Daṇḍanāthā Devi's bodyguard, Tiraskāriṇīka Devī, soared into the battlefield. On her divine aircraft, Tamoliptam, on Daṇḍanāthā Devi's command, she released the powerful Andhānastra, the weapon of blindness. The 7 demons were forced to shut their eyes instantly, and the blinding sun power in them was cut off. With eyesight restored, the Shaktisena surged forward. Led by Tiraskāriṇīka Devī, the gods destroyed all 7 commanders. When the news reached Bandasura, he reeled in shock, his confidence shaken for the very first time. Enraged and unsettled, he called his brothers Vishukra and Vishanga for an urgent council. What would he decide now? What new darkness would he unleash to stop Lalitha Devi? We will uncover the next twist in the sacred war in the upcoming episode. Until then, if this divine journey moved you, give this video a like. It truly supports our work. And share this holy charitra with fellow seekers who walk the path of Devi. Thank you for watching and prepare yourself. The real battle has only just begun.